Hi there, Scrumptious. Welcoming you back to Crypto's Juiciest News. Donald Trump has come out with the big, fat, juicy news that he's considering Teresa Guillen to replace corrupt Chairman Gary Gensler. And here she is right now. She's a blonde bombshell. She's very pro-crypto. Also, Donald Trump specifically, in the report, they said he wants light touch regulation. Oh my God, friends. As soon as I heard that, I'm like, we're going to have a double bubble alt season, aren't we? Okay. We are going to have a big, fat, colossal double bubble alt season. The regulator has been requested to be light touch. Not heavy touch, as in light touch. Heavy touch someone lightly, like, excuse me, can you please move so I can degen long? Oh, it's going to be juicy. Now, in some wonderful news, Bitcoin actually made a new record high as well. It hit around 94,000 American dollars. This is the 30-minute chart, but I don't really trust these, friends. You just go down to a bit of the higher time frame. Man, this is exactly what you want to see, friends. This is like, please come down. Please come down. No. Pop. That's great. Bitcoin's so close to 100,000. It may as well be 100,000. Have you noticed something, though? No one's really euphoric. We're not euphoric. Why? See, most people, what they'll say is, they'll say, we aren't euphoric because you already got a lick of the lollipop back in your first cycle. And so now most people are in altcoins, so they don't really feel as much. That's what a lot of people would say. But no, half true, okay? The real reason, friends, why you don't feel anything for 100K Bitcoin is because markets are forward-looking. Markets priced in the $100,000 number feeling in 2021. You see? So that's what markets do, friends. So the excitement for 100K was back in April 2021, this area. Because people, white friends, who was buying up here? It was people who believed in 100K. Okay? They were the emotional buyers who came in for 100K. And it hits, 60 to 70. So you remember, friends, I always told you, like, in markets, they stop like halfway where the target is. Yeah, because who's buying at 60K back in 2021? It's people who are like, oh, it's going to 100. I've got to get in. Yeah. No one's saying, oh, it's going to 100. I've got to get in now. All right. So what's actually happening is, why there's no euphoria? It's because the people buying now, they're like $500,000 believers. Okay. This is pretty cool, right, about markets. Also cool, but it's advanced. It's because I've been here for so long. It's so like you're weaving your way through time. Does it make sense now? They're pricing in the excitement of 100K back in 2021 already. So now that we're here, we're like, oh, doesn't feel anything. Yeah, you already got happy for it. The whole crowd already got happy. The laser eyes was for that, friends, because people don't celebrate after the milestone. The milestone never gets it reached. So I don't know what the big milestone of the average market participant might be. It might be, friends, that we develop a milestone to go flip gold. Yeah, to go flip gold at like 500K. So maybe they price it in at like 280,000. So then in like 4 or 5 years later, when Bitcoin is finally like, a flipping of gold, you won't see the excitement that you're going to see in this cycle. Instead, it's going to be building up to something else. Maybe it'd be the $1 million target. You see, that's why, friends, markets are always pricing in the future. That's what dopamine is, by the way. They've done tests. Shout out to my baby doll friend, Paul. Told me about this test. They put the diodes on kids, and their parents would say, we're going to go get ice cream. And they sit in the back of the car, and they track their dopamine increase in the brain when the parents said to the kids that we're going to get ice cream. So their dopamine spiked the most. Okay, so first when the parents say, we're going to ice cream, like, yeah, woohoo, ice cream. It peaked when they got into the driveway of the store. It peaked. So the dopamine level is kind of funny, right? It's just imagining that you have your car, friends. Here's the car, okay? Here's your car driving, and then they're going off to the ice cream store. This little nice little ice cream. It's really, really important to understand this, by the way, for markets. So they want to go to ice cream store. They pull over to the driveway here, okay? And the kids, the dopamine levels, it like spikes up there, okay? And then when they finally got to the ice cream, they actually pulled up to the driveway. It was lower. You see that? So the dopamine spike was already gone. It's interesting. It was right up to the driveway. It's a climax. So, by the way, that's how markets work, okay? Like you get the feel. It's just green candles on an electronic screen. That's a funny part. You better pray, and me too, that governments don't figure this out pretty soon. Otherwise, we're all screwed, by the way. They just make your chart go up and down of what your life assets are, okay? So that's why, friends, the euphoria comes up here. It comes earlier than we expect. You never actually achieve it. By the way, we're just built like that as humans. We're built like that to keep achieving and to keep thinking of the future. It's the way we operate. Now, checking out the price charts, friends, Others BTC is still hanging around this support. I'm glad it came back up. We've got quite a while to go. Remember, Others BTC has not flipped green on the weekly super trend yet. Usually when we do, we have 100 days after that, and that's pretty much the end of the old season and stuff. Yeah, that's what happens, 100 days to the peak. But we're not there yet, so we don't really have any concern to really worry about. This is Mr. Russell 2000. Once again, still trying to grind through the highs. I think it's pretty much set in stone now, so we have very, very high confidence it's going to continue and lead the way for crypto. Now, as we all know, friends, Ethereum is still being a poopy head, and this is the Bitcoin dominance still hanging around here. Is it going to go higher? I mean, it doesn't really matter, friends. Pretty much, you got to everything set. You're not going to... I stand by this. All these people, like these imaginary people, they think they're going to do the most perfect rotation out of their Bitcoin into everything else. Like, no, they're not. No, they're not. Firstly, they're going to do it too late, and they're going to go and buy the wrong stuff. I guarantee you that. Beautiful part is the monthly candles are still shooting up. 1, 2, 3 green monthly candles. Man, if we get like one more green monthly candle, everything's going to get really exciting. But now I want to go back to the news, okay? So Tether, friends, Tether minted 1 billion USDT again. It is the lifeblood of crypto, remember? US dollars, real US dollars, land in a bank account, and then they call up Tetheroonies, and they go, hey, mint us 1 billion Tether. There's $1 billion in there, so we can go and degen into the rest of cryptocurrencies. Let's play some pump music for Tetheroonies. X is a better Bitcoin. Almost forgot to tell you, friends. It's been about 60 minutes since I last reminded you. As we went through, friends, so President Donald Trump, right, he's considering Teresa Guillen. Okay, so she's got Goody in her middle name. That's pretty good as well. And yes, it's Gary Gensler, right, the semen demon himself. Honk, honk for his nose. Of course, I've got a clown nose for him. Honk, 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 honk. So that's awesome. Friends, we're going to have a bull market no matter what. Just now with Gary gone, my double bubble old season prophecy is like higher odds now. Okay, you got Donald Trump in, Gary Gensler gone. It's a light touch regulation. So probably what's happening is Gary Gensler, because he was drinking so much semen and was putting all the adult film stars out of a job, it swung too hard the other way. So we needed some crypto regulation, but when he came in, deep state operative, working for the US Fed, all these other background scum, tentacles, evil people to control the population, it swung so hard the other way. Now, they pay the price now because the government swung us so hard. Now, everyone in crypto is like, take off all the regulation, bro. We don't want any of it. Let everybody get scammed if they have to. That's how we feel. You see, so now it's going to swing back hard the other way. So I guess in the next cycle, Donald Trump will be out of presidency. It'll be someone else. Maybe that's the person they eventually bring to replace. They'll be like, you know what? We gotta like fix things up a bit. We can't have people getting scammed and stuff. But the examples they're gonna cite in the next term of the next SEC chairman, they're gonna be from 2025 operations. So maybe it's got to do more with like meme coins or like multiple chains or layer 2s. They have to get all the terminology done. So what I'm doing is this is friends, you got to learn, right? I'm speculating on how the problems get fixed in the future, but a mid-curver will just not participate. You and I, we have peanut brains together, so we're going to win because we're like, hey, I know you're going to fix the problem. However, there's no big collapse yet for you to fix. First, we have to form the collapse. We have to form the issue. Basically, what you're doing is, friends, you're going back. I can show you now. You're going back to Luna in 2020. This is the Luna chart. And what I'll do is I'll put it on a weekly chart just to give you an idea. This is a log chart of Luna. You're going back to Luna and Luna's like 20 cents. Now at the top, it's going to go to $100. That is a 500x return. Okay. So what I'm basically telling you is, okay, hey, look, man, algo stable coins and all these other stuff, they don't exist yet as a big narrative, but something is going to become a big issue from here. So if you get long, eventually you get the opportunity to get out for a long time and make money, and then it all collapses to zero. Then they have to do the regulation on here all the way down. Okay. So this is, like I said, this is advanced level speculation. This is George Soros like, hey, I see a bubble forming. I've got to get in because I know it ain't popping in the next 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. Also got some fantastic news that no one cares about. ChainLink officially announced they're being used by the Central Bank of Brazil and also Microsoft. And friends, I promise you, ChainLink actually dumped 2%. The news, man. The Link Marines, man. This is freaking gold. Because you're a Cycle 2 coin now. You had your Cycle 2 narrative. It's doing all right. It's doing okay. Look, it looks okay on a log chart, but just, man, this is just horrific, bro. This is... Friends, you want to see the real chart? Look at Link BTC. Still shocking. You went all the way back, my gosh, to June 2019. Man, this has got a long way to go. A long, long, long way. If you want to know, by the way, how these things can actually come back, yeah, maybe around the 50 to 60%, maybe around here, man. Just shocking how trash this stuff is. But friends, we didn't know, man. Like, what if it wasn't a meme coin super cycle? We got gaming and DeFi and utility. We got all of them. We did all the ICOs as much as we can, but we're just like scratching our heads like, man, I'm not saying people want this stuff. I know there's a team and a community and a claim community of like 6 people, but they're just not buying the stuff. What are we meant to do? Look, you're not meant to win at everything, but see, friends, if you and I, if we just went all in on one thing, let's say you and I were just all in gaming like Alex Beck or Elliot Trades, okay? You'd be wrecked. You'd be wrecked. By the way, they're going to come back next year because gaming is like semi-memes. It's just like a meme coin around the game, okay? But imagine you're like all in on privacy. Imagine you're all in on like Polkadot and stuff. Man, you just like, you might say, don't worry, it's still time for them to rotate. It doesn't work like that, man. Firstly, they have to realize they're wrong, okay? Because like, you know, friends, you know, when you go to Alcoholics Anonymous, they're like, the first step to like salvation is to admit you got a problem. You know that type? Okay, well, these people won't admit they have a problem. You see? So the price has to go, this is the sad part, the price of the memes and meme coins will go so far to make them capitulate that they're finally wrong. Go, no, bro, you were meant to admit you're wrong like a year and a half ago, not now. You see? And then when they get there, so that's half the issue. Here's the double difficulty, okay? It's European extreme if you ever played Metal Gear Solid, friends. The guards can see you in that game from like 3 kilometers away. It's like 1 bullet headshot that you just die straight away, okay? That's how difficult it is, okay? So not only did you have to admit you have a problem, which is very rare, now you got to pick the right coins. My gosh, you got no conviction. How do you pick the right coins? You can't just pick the stuff that's moving because the stuff that's moving, the stuff you're going to notice, it's already up like 38x. You see? So how are these people going to go from Polkadot parachain stuff to say like, oh, let me touch some pDAI? They're not going to go like that. And if they do, they probably put like $400, or maybe they have a $40,000 position in Polkadot. So it's not so easy, friends. That's why like we paid a price with the pain and misery for the past 2 years, but you gain conviction. Okay, you can't write this off as nothing. It's worth a lot. It's your conviction to hold, because no one's going to know what the hell to do after the first 5x. And speaking of conviction to hold, friends, Michael Chad Saylor to meet with Microsoft board to discuss investing in Bitcoin. Michael Saylor also met with video platform Rumble to invest in Bitcoin. So yes, he did that, friends. So man, that's awesome. So Michael Saylor is going around shilling his bags. I mean, just to let you know, okay, so this deserves a whole video itself. What did people in Bitcoin do 10 years ago? They bought it at $400 and then they simply told everybody else to buy after them. Okay, and then it went up 10x. Now it's $4,000. The new round of people get in and they're about $4,000. Friends, I got in around $4,000. I told everybody to buy after me. Okay, now it's $40,000. Okay, now those people who bought at 40 grand, they're now telling everyone to get in for the $400,000 part. Do you see that? That's crypto, man. It's network effects. You're joining digital communities, digital nations. It's funny how it works. You don't have to like solve some mathematical formula or anything out here. So it's wild. That's the game. Also, shout out to my baby dolls. Warren Lee, we are in a simulation. Yes, we are, sir. Mr. Junebug. Junebug, now all we need is ETH to do what it's destined to do. Please be above 10K. Yes, so just to clarify, friends, Ethereum, it's third cycle curse. Third cycle curse doesn't mean it never goes up. Of course it goes up. I'm just telling you it disappoints. But man, it's just, friends, it just pisses me off every time I said a bad thing's going to happen. But then I follow it up with, don't worry, I think it's more like 5 or 10 years from now. No. It starts happening immediately. Man, so just because you don't want to admit it because you're in it, you know what I mean? Like, I did kind of hint, I'm like, guys, we're so cursed, it's probably, probably going to start just shooting down. That's exactly what it did. The ETH-BTC ratio, friends, hit like 0.03, which I'll show you now. Ethereum, man, it has to flip green. Look, it's got a while to flip it, by the way. Like, it's just going to do some weeks, but look what it did before. Okay, look. 2017 begins, the year after Bitcoin halving, shoots up. Here you have 2021 begins, yes, shoots up. as well. You see those two big lines? Okay, I guess we're just waiting for 2025 to begin right here, and then maybe it just starts, hey, you start shooting up. But look at your shoot up. Look where you might go. You know, I hope it breaks higher, but we'll see. Also, shout out to my baby doll friend Crusher. Make memes great again. This should be on crypto's juiciest news tonight. I already did, sir. I know I've covered you twice, and this is the second time now, so congratulations. Make memes great again. Of course. How can we forget make memes great again? You want to know something too, friends? You know, we had a meme coin super cycle in 2017. We just didn't have the coins because we had Bizanacci, we had John McAfee. There were memes everywhere. It was the renaissance of meme trends. We still Bogdanov brothers, the Wojak, they all came from 2017. 2017 was the meme year of crypto, okay? The double bubble old season. However, though, something to think about. We did not have the technology capabilities to make meme coins back then. We didn't. All we had was Doge, and everybody just had to buy ICOs. We didn't have Ethereum fully established out there in the world. So it was made, but it was clunky. People didn't know what's a MetaMask and stuff, okay? And also, we didn't have Uniswap invented. So right now, we have 3 pillars available. Bitcoin for scarcity, Ethereum for the smart contracts, first smart contract platform, and then you have Uniswap, okay, the DEX. So obviously, all the different platforms, they borrow off them, but that's the 3 pillars of crypto. Yes, the Uniswap formula, not the unique token, one of the most wasted potentials of all time. By the way, friends, the Uniswap team hid my replies because I reminded them of it. Yeah, they hid my reply publicly. It's got like 200 likes. I might get around to show you. Yeah, man, that's I don't like talking about what I went through with Uniswap because that it shook me up a lot. That was the self-cuckery. I don't like self-cuckery. Okay, if you get cucked in the background, you never knew. Okay, you never knew. But self-cuckery, they're buy and burn, friends. They foregone. I don't want to say this number. It is $1 billion of buy and burn. Friends, what would $1 billion do to the PulseChain ecosystem? Injected, okay? Literally 1 billion. 5%. 0.05% of 2 trillion cumulative volume from the day I told them to do it. To that, they miss out $1 billion for the Uni token because they're busy sucking off Gary Gensler, who ends up going and sue him anyway. So he brings them in to get all the information on. Do you know that, friends? Remember that? Last year, just a reminder all of you. Gary Gensler, the Seaman Demon, first they were working with Uniswap. That's right. The actual pink unicorn hormone blocker scum at Uniswap. They were working with them. Yes, they brought in Uniswap. Uniswap dobbed on the whole industry. All right, they told on the whole industry, they gave all the information about this, and then when it was obvious that the corrupt SEC was starting to lose in court, you know what the corrupt SEC did? They threw Uniswap out. They used all the information against them to try to sue Uniswap now. Right, that's exactly what happened. So what a sad freaking day. I just get so angry. This self-cuckery, man. There's no leaders there. There's just a bunch of bitches. That's it. This scum. Okay, we've got PulseX now. Now we have a proper buy and burn. Also, shout out to the baby doll. Well, there was a baby doll in the comment section. He goes, Sommi, you're telling me you thought of a buy and burn before the PulseX thing? So everybody thought of the buy and burn. It's in the code. It's 0.05% goes to Sommi. I can't believe it. Just, you know what? I'm going to stop talking about it. It G's me up too much. And also, just to remind you as well, friends, I messaged all the devs privately. I messaged the devs. I went on Discord. I was messaging them on Twitter. I didn't even use Twitter at the time, pretty much. So I was contacting them. I went to the Uniswap forum proposals. I messaged them all. I had so many conversations with these people. They're basically in their own mid-curve hormone blocker taking way, calling me a retard. It pisses me off too much, man. But look, you know what? That's it. So if you want to know, hey, Sommi, do you ever capitulate? Yeah. When there's self-cuckery involved, you got to capitulate, man. You have to. It's like you're trying to help a friend, but he's like getting off to the fact that his wife cheats on him. You know what I mean? Like, bro, you're enjoying it. You're sitting in the chair and enjoying it. Now you're filming it and she's making you apologize. You can't help that guy, okay? He doesn't want to be saved. Now, we got some juicy updates in the PulseChain core coins, friends. We have PLS doing well. It's actually fantastic, right? So we have Pulse, PulseX, EXPX Inc., all of the cores doing up great. You even have UpX, friends. If I show you just going here, a lot of volatility here, right? You have Teddy Bear up 27%, UpX up 26%. Remember, friends, I love Teddy Bear. We got it as well. UpX as well is turbo leverage on Pulse. It's like his actual, friends. Like, just to let you know, it's bull market stuff, dude. I'm just going to bring up the UpX chart. You know, it's also interesting, friends. UpX, I've made videos about it. I made many tweets about it. But every time I post about it, someone comes in and goes, Sommi, Have you heard of UpX? Yes, sir. Yes. It's been about a year or something. Okay. Just showing you the chart here. Now, friends, just a quick reminder. UpX, there is a lot of pulse in a vault. I think 40 billion in in the liquid loans vault, and it borrows and just buys up its own coin. Okay. So it's bull market stuff. This is, by the way, look what it did earlier in the first rage move up. Look what it did, man. It went freaking 8x on Pulse, 9x on PLS, and Pulse did what, a 3x? So that's like a 20x move or something, okay? So if this thing does like another 10x, oh man, that'd be big. That's 10x on Pulse. Man, if Pulse does 10 and then this does 10 on that, that's 100x. Oh man, that's funny. It's actually leverage on Pulse. Of course, if a bear market starts, well, sorry, the leverage on the way up is going to go on the way down. But that's what you're here for, man. It's worth a lottery ticket to me. Now, let's continue the friendship here. PulseChain friends, we have PLS the Spear. It's rounding up. See, it's flipped green on the weekly super trend. The last time we did flip green, which was here, it did a fast 2x. So hopefully we do another fast 2x. That'd be great. Remember, if Pulse does 2x, man, the altcoins and stuff on it are going to do great. We got some great stuff coming ahead. Also, the PulseX chart, don't sleep on PulseX, friends. PulseX is doing even a higher low. It's doing great. It's going to go back to day one sec. You can just feel it as well. Hex as well. Hex was the leader of the pack. Hex, the better Bitcoin out here. It's got a long way to go to clear up those levels, man. Around 2.2 cents. It'd be lovely to see it go back to 10 cents or something, just to get everybody back in the groove. And of course, how can we forget Ink? King Ink, the greenest logo in crypto. It's around here, $2.60. It's got a nice chart, friends. I'd love for this to go back to 40, 50 bucks or something. You can farm Ink on the PulseX yield farms. And look, friends, betting on ratios, don't do it, man. Don't do them. Don't do it. Let me do it. I couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe. Like, I go, look, Richard Hart has 5 coins. He's said publicly, I like my coins. I like all of them. I love them all. Okay. So I thought by him saying that and all of the coins existing together, I thought if their ratios, like, they don't move as much as like a real ratio out there, if they just move in like a range, I thought people would be like, oh, sweet, let's just own everything. Don't worry about the ratios. Wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong. As soon as one of the ratios starts moving up to the top of the range, everyone goes, the thing moving up's the future, and that other coin is trash. It's exactly what happened. I mean, we even saw it, friends. Look at it with Ink. Look what, this is the Ink PLS ratio, okay? Incentive token was called King up here, okay? And then what it starts doing is, because it flipped red on the weekly super trend and it hasn't moved in a while, it goes and drops 42% against Pulse. Now everyone's saying Ink is a piece of trash. It's not even a real meme coin. They just say everything out here. I'm like, bro, really? Already? Yeah, so just own all the cores, man. Own all the cores. You can choose whatever weight ratio you want. I'd own them all equally, especially now that EHEX is like really, really, really low against B. I'd own them all equally personally, and then you just hope for the best. And farm if you can. Farm if you want, friends. Farm on PulseX. It's nice to earn something in the background. You get a bit of a dopamine hit. Knowing like, and it's nice to dream, you know, just to keep you in the game. Now, speaking of dreaming, pDAI hit 0.00666666. It's almost at 1 cent, friends. It's 150x away to $1. Man, that's wild, friends. Is this a secret Richard Hart core coin? Ooh, look at this weekly chart, man. Just to let you know as well, friends, I don't normally buy through highs, but you have to start buying through highs, man. That's what I'm doing it now. They're not coming back. Bitcoin, $93,000. Like, we're all ready to go. Donald Trump's in. Gary Gensler's out. Meme coin super cycle. There's like every single thing is just telling you, okay, dude, there's just... You remember I always told you, friends, don't try to time this stuff for the past year and a half. And then, like, the range would go back down. The thing would drop like 70%. I'm like, oh, you know, yeah. Like, I'm actually telling you now, like, this is... If it goes up from here and it leaves you hanging, you got no excuses, dude. Like, just everything is just... It's falling into place. pDAI, friends, if it goes above 1 cent, oh my God, it's only like 50% away. Also, friends, I made a big post on pWBTC, which I'm going to have to make like a big extended post on it now. I'll just get it for you here. I'm going to show you right here, friends. This is pWBTC, okay? It's similar to pDAI, and you got to read my post. I got a whole video on it. Just summary, there's not 21 million of them. There's only 150,000. Also, bonus, Richard Hart owns a shitload of these. A lot of suspicious movements, man. Like, he moved 20,000 wrapped Bitcoin, which is 20,000 Bitcoin. If you want to do the number of that, I think that's how much he moved. That's worth... No way. Is that real? Shit, friends. Richard Hart moved like $1.8 billion a pick. I think it was 20,000. I remember just seeing this number. I was like, wait a minute. That's a very, very large number. Am I doing the maths right? 20,000 Bitcoin is now 1.8 billion. Oh my God. Just saying. Just some secret stuff going on there, okay? It's about 300x away to parity. Also, just, Ben, this is how much I love you, okay? By the way, I'm going to brag about how much I love you. Tell me else who does this, okay? I paused the video. I actually bought more wrapped Bitcoin. Again, okay? But I made my post here. So, made this long post. I was sharing out here. So, man, it's been an hour. This is how much I love you, dude. Friends, tell me which retard out there buys after his post to the public. You're looking at him. You're looking at this retard. Who does that? I made a post and I bought after. I told everyone first. I'm too generous, by the way. I'm reporting on it. It was $288. Now it's $308 pretty much. I'm buying into it. So, but that's nothing, man, because the target's 90,000. So it's still 300x away. And by the way, you got to watch it. I'll make a whole video on it and everything just to show you, man. Like, friends, this is not an accident. Look, something's going on here, Richard. Something's going on here. You can even change it to the pulse ratio. Look at this, friends. Remember, I made my, for a reminder, I made my videos and posts here, okay? So PLS, so wrapped Bitcoin, sorry, penis wrapped Bitcoin, it went up 1,000%. So it's still up 800%, and I've added to the position. You know, like, I don't normally do, like, you're like, wait a minute. Sommi's buying a coin after it's already up 1,000%. Yeah. That's something I'll tell myself, like, just, this is worth it. Because Pulse the Spear is so undervalued, and we are in a bull market, and Donald Trump's back, and meme coin super cycle, and just, yes, this is bull market, friends. You can summarize everything as a bull market. Where's this thing going? I don't know, man. It's just like pDAI, friends. Just like I'm saying, that doesn't need to get to a parity or a peg. They're very inflammatory. I'm trying to just help you, okay? It would be nice, though, if it go back to the top of this wick of where it traded up here momentarily. It's another 8x. 8x is a joke. Like, pretty much, there'll be a riot if there's only 8x here. But just showing you like this. Yeah, I'm going to make a big video about it. Just letting you know. Like, it's only around $300 for one wBTC. Like, what if Richard finds a way to do the pDAI thing and it does go near parity to Bitcoin? What if you're paying $300 to get $90,000 in the future? By the way, what if Bitcoin's $180,000 by that point? Okay, and pDAI is 150x away. That's why, friends, to get 100,000 pDAI, it's about $600 now. So just, yeah, man, just don't sleep on it. That's what I'm saying. It's worth a lottery ticket. And you can see the bullish price action, all this other stuff is happening, friends. Remember, this is my post from earlier with ChainLink and Microsoft and Bank of Brazil and everything. All this, like, we're excited to announce Brazil's central bank is using ChainLink in the CBDC project. So, man, remember I made all my videos out here. Look, we didn't know. We didn't know, man. We just didn't know. We thought, okay, oracles and like, by the way, the thesis is still right. It's just it's a meme coin super cycle. You know, like everyone wins, just, but like, okay, if you believe in something and it goes 6x and then pDAI does 60x from here, it doesn't even get to $1. Like, what's the like, who wins? You know what I mean? Like, what are you measuring by? Okay, the guy with 6x, okay, you had a big thesis and like, okay, the ChainLink team and all this other stuff. All right, sweet. And like all these other coins as well. But the pDAI guy is like, oh, well, my thing went up more. You know, it's the same argument Raoul Pal uses to traditional macro people because they say, oh, everything is just money supply linked. Okay, so Raoul always says, okay, well, if houses are going up 10%, the stock market's going up 10%, they're debasing at 7%, and gold's going up 10%, but Bitcoin's growing at 55% per year. If we're all linked to the money printer, why don't you just pick the thing that's going to go up the most? You see, that's what it all comes down to, friends. And but yeah, obviously there's leverage on the downside as well when they retract liquidity, but we'll worry about that later. Like I said, friends, we have Teresa now coming in. Maybe like, I think what happens is, friends, they throw her name out. They're like, hey, let's see, do you like her or not? You throw her in her light touch regulation. Friends, I've already got goosebumps. Listen, I know crypto people, okay? I'm a crypto people. Some say I'm a squirrel who holds his own nuts. I'm just telling you something. Are you sure you want to tell crypto people light touch regulation? That's all I'm saying. I'm just asking the question. Because even with heavy touch regulation, we break the rules every 5 seconds anyway. Well, they're going to get mogged. Non-believers are going to get mogged. It's daring you not to get in. You know what I mean? Like, shout out to 0100010000108272, my friend Mr. JP Bullish. Thank you very much, sir. Spent longer reading your username than your comment. Shout out to Aaron. Almost every one of Trump's appointments have been really bullish. I'm starting to feel hopeful for the future of my country. Aaron, sir. Friends, do you see how we're all trapped? You see, government, if you make the green candles on this screen go up for me, I am bullish on the future of the country. And if it goes red, revolution overnight. Civil war. They got us by the balls, man. They got us by the balls. Tell me I'm not telling the truth. I dare you. We don't know it's true. Reds, if Donald Pump can get Bitcoin to like 300k this cycle, we'll like declare him the greatest president of all time. Better than George Washington. Better than Abraham Lincoln. Why? Because he pumped the bags. It's incentives, but this is how the world works. This is how the world works. It's funny to see it working. Also, we need him to pump up Ethereum. I've got a feeling Donald's going to make Ethereum pump. He's already using it for DeFi. Okay. Ethereum, 6 red monthly candles in a row. This is the Ethereum wBTC monthly chart, just to let you know, friends. It actually did do 6 red months in a row. So if you're sitting on the sidelines and you're like, hey, Sommi, please keep tweaking your nipples, I will, friend. But if you're wondering, like, why are a lot of coins, why are they garbage? Why is like Hex underperforming? Why is Pulse nowhere near where we think it should be? It's because of that. ETH-BTC is down 6 months in a row. It's just showing you, like, friends, I want meme coin super cycle as well, but I don't want like just memes. Like, come on, man, we got to throw a bone somewhere, but don't worry. They all move in the year after the Bitcoin halving. It is concerning though, friends. It did. Remember when ETH-BTC flipped red? I'm like, don't worry. It's a big monthly chart. No, man. It's significant, man. It is. Look, it's still bleeding out here. Don't worry, man. Ethereum, they got a lot of people out there. It's going to be fine. It's just how fine it is. It's the truth part, bro. Like, yeah, you love Ethereum. You started buying it at $16, which a lot of them did. Okay, well, not excited for 3x, but it's a tough game, friends. Don't worry. Tether's minting. Tether is minting. Tether is printing. See all these lovely memes made by Durky Turkey out here. This is awesome. Here's Mr. Turkey. Make memes great again. You have like a retarded Charmander here, awesome with the mod glasses. These are beautiful. The Kumamon Bear. This is Rainy Boo at the back. This is Meowth with the cute eyes and dick with butt. And that's funny. Patrick from SpongeBob has a PGR. He does. I've seen the gifs. They're awesome. Also, shout out to the Heart with Dog team. Hog, they got some mad anime, some pictures and stuff out here, cranking out for everyone in the community. Now, friends, I'm going to end with this. This is very important. A Coinfessions Rekt. Man, I love Coinfessions Rekt because a lot of people don't believe them. They're real, man. A lot of them are real, friends. This is, you know how I know? It's because I've been around long enough and I know people who go through these. But when it happens, they don't talk about it anymore. Like, I've shared with you so many stories back in 2023 of like, yeah, it's an old person and then, you know, the bull market came, but they didn't make anything. Why? Because they sold before it. They were yield farming. They made their shitty little like 40% on their whole portfolio from like 10 grand to 14 grand by the end. And the bull market was over, right? Otherwise, retards will turn that 10K to 200K and stuff. Now, they round tripped it all, but you don't feel good about it, do you? So these stories are real. They just disappear, friends. And you don't hear back from these people. Like, you don't have when you speak to someone, you don't have a follow-up list. Go, hey, I'm going to check up on you in like 15 months to see how you are. No. It's just through the passage of time, randomly you come across them. Or someone says, oh, remember that guy? What happened to him? Yeah. Let's go through this Coinfessions Rekt. I saw someone's Coinfessions saying he will quit if he doesn't make it this cycle. Laughing my ass off. I had $11,000 in April and I successfully managed to run it to complete zero. Whole portfolio is like $2 right now. But as long as I continue to live on this earth, every single dollar will be gambled. I can't afford to give up now. Mr. Slorg, you only need to hit a 2x 12 times to get back to 11K. Oh, man, is that true? Oh, my God, it's true. It's true, friends. I've been doing it. The 2x's. That's crazy. Okay. I've written here, imagine it turns out all you had to do was buy and hold. Imagine that. See, friends, these people, like, I get it, man. I get it. There's dopamine fast moving. When there's 40% volatile swings, you think in your mind, okay, I've got to capture that all the time. It doesn't work, man. Well, it doesn't work for 99.5% of people. 0.5%, okay, sweet. They're killing it. Like that orangey guy when I showed you, I think it was with Mr. Handsome Finance. Shout out to him. Yeah, but bro, you're in the top 0.1%, man. They got an edge. They got a Discord group. He's on 24/7. Oh, man, like, just work your job and just DCA in. By the way, you got your Jeet stack ready, friends, because you get your Jeet stack. I hope it's loaded in by now. So where do we go from here? We got PulseChain core coins in the green. It's nice to see them. But yeah, I need to see something really exciting happen. Okay, we got to wait till next year. At least, though, you can see everything line up. Okay, you can. Make sure you like, subscribe, bell button, or catch you in the next one.